Now, modes of inheritance. Inheritance patterns describe how a disease is transmitted in families, that is from one generation to the next generation, and help to predict the recurrence risk of relatives that when genes flow from one generation to next generation, what is the risk of a particular disease or ailment is being transmitted. In general, inheritance patterns for single gene disorders are classified based on whether they are autosomal or sex linked. So there are two possibilities, as we know that uh, here we know that there are two types of chromosomes, I should say. One is called X autosomes. There are two types in general, autosomes, and second one is sex chromosomes. So these two sets are there. Now when we say autosomes, there are 22 chromosomes, 22 pair, I should say, 22 pairs on which genes are located. And sex chromosome, when it comes to XX in case of a female, or maybe a XY in case of a male. So now genes may be located on autosomes or on sex chromosomes. Then these genes may be dominant and may be recessive. If they are dominant, then they are going to move from one generation to next generation within the next progeny itself. But if recessive, then it depends that when exactly is that combination is going to form. And also in this case, carrier parents are always there, and generally carrier females. So now for our discussion, we shall be dividing the whole thing into 3 or 4 parts. First, we'll start with autosomal dominant inheritance, then autosomal recessive inheritance, followed by sex-linked. Now, the first one is the autosomal dominant inheritance. Now, in autosomal dominant inheritance, only one copy of a disease allele is necessary for an individual to be susceptible to expressing look like or as the outer appearance. Now, what are the chances for transmission? Chances are exactly 50% that offspring will inherit the disease allele. Well, unless a new mutation has occurred, all affected individual will have at least one parent who carries the disease allele, because here we find that this is moving from one to the next generation in the form of dominant. So if a parent, any of the parent, so let us say this is a male and a female, as we express it like this. So in their progeny, if you remember that how we are going to have this clause, right? So out of these, let us say 4 individuals, one, let us say this female, followed by a male over here, then another female, and lastly the male. So these 4 possibilities are there. The chances are that one of the male will have this disease, right? And of course, also the, let's say, female over here also. So one male and one female, so they are going to have this disease, because gene is autosomal and dominant. So when we talk of autosomal dominant inheritance, is often called, this is another name you may come across, is the called is vertical inheritance, because of the transmission from parent to offspring. So this is also called vertical inheritance, right? So vertical inheritance, because of transmission is taking place from one parent to the offspring. So here it is, vertical inheritance. Now further, if you see this vertical inheritance, or as we call autosomal dominant inheritance, now here we can see that across populations, the affected male should be equal to the affected females, because ratio is exactly 50%. So chances are 50%. Then male to male transmission can be observed here, because as we find in this case, this male is affected. Here we find that when we have taken this case, in fact, we have not shown a male affected here, so you may just like to do it like this, so that technically we are correct. So this is a affected male. So this male, here gene is going to male as well as to the female, male as well as the female. So male to male inheritance in case of autosomal dominant inheritance is possible. Now examples, if you see the examples of this disease, then we find in examples, a very common one is myotonic muscular dystrophy. Myotonic muscular dystrophy. Well, another very common, commonly heard disease is Huntington disease. So these diseases are very common and they account for autosomal dominant inheritance. Now this myotonic muscular dystrophy or myotonic dystrophy, or also called dystrophia myotonica, is quite common. Inherited disease. Occurrence is 1 in about 20,000 affected cases. One case you find out of 20,000 in proportion, and this is characterized by muscle weakness and myotonia. So myotonia is a condition where muscles they relax slowly after twitching or after contraction. So it can affect other organs like brain, eyes, and like that. And the second one, that is Huntington disease. Huntington disease is a disorder of motor, cognitive, and psychiatric changes. Now, in studies which have been conducted in Western Europe, we find 3 to 7% out of 1 lakh cases. The age group which is most affected is about 35 to 44 or 45 years of age. So in the early stages, we find that there may be subtle changes in coordination, minor chorea,